They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Titans' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arkansas's offense has the ball first today. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now
he's going to take a shot right away. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Titans offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The snap sets up to throw. The short hands, it's Hale. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Scanning the field, it's Beebe. Rushes on him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Titans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Hall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the heat will get home. And the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
It's complete. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Trying to find the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll go back to work on offense. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Dropping back, it's Beebe. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Gets away from 1. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Titans will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Looking deep. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds his tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Titans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Quick strike complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Titans line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of...
He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Hale. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Arkansas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Titans will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the wideout. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Titans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Flipping through the defense. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield very late in the half. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Titans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Titans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's St. Clair. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, the ground game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Hauls in the deep ball. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on second down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Titans will call on their punt team. Here's the return. He gets a block. Return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After that last completion, it's second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Key. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To throw, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Hall. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Titans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Got a man, it's Hall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Titans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cousins. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Titans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a third and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. This makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.